Hello everyone, welcome back. I am back again with another video. This channel is for those who are into a budget, paying down debt, building savings, or simply trying to become more intentional with money. If that sounds like you, please consider subscribing to the channel as I journey through one paycheck, one budget, and one financial decision at a time. In today's video, I will be doing a cash stuffing in the amount of $864. If that is your zhuzh, please continue to watch and watch how I disperse my paycheck number 2 for August in the amount of $864. Now let's get into it. So I hope that everyone is having a fantastic weekend. The summer is winding down. I know some of us, our children have went back to school, and others we are getting prepared for school. So I am ready to journey into the next season of the year. And the year is flying by so fast, I just can't believe it. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and grab my blue binder, and I'm going to be stuffing my ADT, which is my security system. And this week I am going to be stuffing $17. So I'm going to grab a $10 bill, a 5, and 2 singles to support ADT. I do bill split. If you are new here, I do get paid weekly, and I break down majority of my bills into 4 different installments. So ADT this week will be getting 17. Next is going to be YouTube TV, and I am going to be stuffing $21 for YouTube TV. So I am going to grab a $20 bill and a $1 bill to cover YouTube TV. After YouTube TV, I will be stuffing Verizon, and Verizon will be getting $86. So I'm going to grab a $50 bill, a $20 bill, a $10 bill, a $5 bill, and a $1 bill. And that is $86. So this will be considered my first split for my Verizon bill, which will be next month in September. Next is going to be electricity, and electricity will be getting $50. So I am just going to grab a $50 bill for electricity. And next on the docket is land surplus. So this is my land surplus envelope. My husband and I purchased land a little over 2 years ago. And so we decided that we will begin to put $5 extra per week into the surplus fund. And it's only for like if we're not able to make payments, or if we get the fund up so high that we just decide that we're just going to go ahead and pay off the rest of the land in its entirety. So for now we're doing $5 per week. So $5 I'm stuffing into my land surplus, and currently we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, $600. So that is awesome. We have a $600 surplus. Next, I'm going to go to my debt binder, and that is my yellow binder here, and I'm going to be stuffing my credit card bills. So Capital One is going to be first. This is going to be my first stuffing, which that means Capital One was just Capital One. I just made my Capital One payment for the month of August. So now I am going to be stuffing for September. So $38 is how much I'm stuffing. So I have 35, 36, 37, and 38 for Capital One number 1. Capital One number 2 is going to be getting $52. It was at $50, but now my minimum payment has went up, and now I have to give them I'm gonna be taking out $52 per week. So I'm gonna grab a $50 bill and 2 singles to cover my Capital One number 2. Next is going to be Discover, and Discover will be getting $30 this week. And Discover is also due this week. I'm going to grab 2 20s for Discover and just take out a 10. No, I'm not, because let's see. No, I'm not going to do that. because I'm gonna have to unstuff this one. So I'm gonna grab a 20 and 2 5s for Discover. And Discover will be getting unstuffed this week because it is due. All right, so that is Discover. Next is going to be Moela, and Moela is a student loan that I have, and I am going to be stuffing $35 for that. So I'm going to grab a 20 and 5 $5 bills. I have a lot of $5 bills. I went to the bank and they didn't have a lot of 10s because I guess whoever is in charge of that was on lunch. So they gave me a whole lot of $5 bills. So I am going to be working with a lot of 5s today. After Moela is Elon, and Elon is a credit card as well. And my budget for this and I will be taking out $65 for Elon. So I am thinking about, okay, I'm gonna grab a 50, 55, 60, 65 for Elon. Next is going to be PayPal, and PayPal will be getting $38. So I'm going to grab a 20, 25, 30, 35, 36. I'm gonna make sure they don't stick. 37 and 38 for PayPal. After PayPal, well, let me go ahead and line everything up first. All right, so that's PayPal. After PayPal is going to be Land, and Land is getting $30. So I am going to take out, I'm not going to take out anything. I will be unstuffing this, but in the meantime, I'm going to put in 2 20s and take out a 10 to cover the $30 for Land. All right, and I think that is it for that. So I'm gonna go to my purple binder, and I will be stuffing my spending envelope. And I give myself $50 per week for spending. So I'm gonna grab a 20, a 10, 3 5s. So that makes 45, and let's see if I have 5 singles. Nope, I'm just gonna grab another 5. I don't have a lot of singles, so I'll just grab the 5. So I have 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50 for spending. Next is going to be food, and food will be getting $200. So I'm gonna grab a $100 bill, a $50 bill, 2 20s, and I'm gonna grab 2 5s for food. Okay, that is that for food. After food is going to be household, and for household, I am going to stuff $40 this week. So I'm going to grab 2 20s for household. And after household is my $1 challenge, and I think I have, what do I have in here? 4, 8, 12, 13, 14, I have $15. Okay, so I am going to shade in another dollar bill here to make 16. And then I'll add my single. And this will make $16 for my $1 challenge. It is a total of $40 that I am saving for every week or every paycheck. And at the end of it, I don't know exactly what I am going to do, but I am just using this as my goal post for the moment. Okay, next is going to be dentist, and the dentist will be getting $25. I give them $25 per week, and actually dentist needs to be unstuffed as well because that is due. I actually need to write the check once I'm done filming and mail that off. so that they can get their $200 this month. That's how much I give them per month. My husband gives me $100 and I set aside $25 per week to give them $200 every month. Next is tab renewal. My birthday is coming up in October, and I told myself that I will be stuffing $20 per week for my tab renewal, because that's one of those expenses that come up that you don't budget for, and the next thing you know, you're out of one. I think mine's could be 160 or 170. I don't know, I forget, guys, but it's almost $200. So I'm setting aside $20 per week for that. And then there's graduation for my daughter. She will be graduating college in December, and I haven't decided if I'm going to get her a gift or if we're going to have a family dinner. I'm leaning more towards a family dinner because it is a celebration, but I'm just not going to go all out and do an open house or nothing like that, because it's been a long time coming. It has been extremely expensive, and we have paid out of pocket her full time in college. So I'll be glad when it's over. I really will be. So $11 is what I have this week to set aside for graduation. So I'm going to add that to what I already have, which isn't a whole lot. I have 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I have $20 for graduation. And that is that. And then if you're new here, this is my credit card debt envelope. I usually put any leftover monies that I have. After I've done like my unstuffings, I'll put it in there. So that's what that is. But last and not least is my beauty envelope. And I'm going to be giving Beauty $50 this week. So, and tomorrow I do have a nail appointment, and I have been thinking about, since summer is coming to an end, I think it's time for me to get ugly again, if you will. I don't know if I'm going to be going to all of these beauty appointments, because I can use this money towards debt payoff seriously, and to get me through the rest of this semester in regards to tuition, which is really pretty much covered. I've saved for many years, but stuff comes up, like she does go to school in state, and so we did have to pay for a parking pass. That was $230. So like things like that. Yeah, so I'm thinking about cutting back on nails. I might go bare, I was thinking, and for sure I'm definitely going to cut out the pedicures for the winter months. Maybe I'll go every couple of months. I don't know, I haven't decided, but I do spend a lot of money on beauty. That's one of my larger categories outside of food, and I feel like I can eliminate a little of that and start doing things myself. So $50 this week. That's 30, 35, 40, 45, 46, 40. These two stuck. 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. $50 for beauty. So let me go ahead and put this in here. My beauty envelope is pretty stuffed, and that is because, like I said, I am getting my nails done tomorrow. I'm getting a fill as well as a pedicure, and on Wednesday I am getting my hair done. I do need a trim, and that's going to cost more than what I usually pay. So yeah. All right, guys, so that is it. That is my cash stuffing for my second paycheck in the month of August 2026. I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Let me know in the comments if you've added any new categories to your budget lately. I would like to know, because I did add recently my graduation and my tab renewal. So those are, I guess, somewhat of a high priority as of lately. So let me know, what are your new high priority categories within your budget / cash envelope system. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe to support my channel and other small creators. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.